Uferos aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha, Uferos aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha. Yalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai, yalai lalai lalai, uferos aleinu Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Leslie Berger and President of Temple Beth Ohr. Thank you to everyone who helped for the fireworks booth, including the unpacking, taking off the truck, babysitting, selling, packing. Yes, unfortunately, we did not sell out this year. But it was fun, weather was great, and especially, it all takes a team to do this, and especially thank Mike Kravitz for all the work he did. On Tuesday, Rabbi Muroff will be in the office and available for phone calls. And next Friday will be his first Shabbat service with him, so please come. We're going to have a special oneg afterwards. We're also going to have a guest cantorial soloist. His name is Gitte Finstock, a friend of his. Our lay leaders tonight are Dina Jastroff and Judy and Ben Green. Thank you, guys. And thanks to Dr. Ray for the music. Thanks to our tech team, Phil Carey, David Youngman, and Chris Jastrock, and of course, Susan Carey for running the chat. Our ushers tonight are Sergio Sanchez Guzman and Mila Cyrillian, sorry. And the emergency exits are, sorry. Never fails. Shabbat Shalom.
Our opening song tonight is Hava Nashira. I cannot find where it is in the book, if it is in the book, but I know you all know it, so please be sure to sing along. Hava Nashira, Shir Hallelujah, Shir Hallelujah, 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 Hava.
I'd like to thank the singers for sponsoring the flowers tonight in honor of Noel's birthday. And also we have some Shabbat greetings from Jeff and Wilma Shear, Rita and Bob Rubin, and Ted and Noel Singer, and they're all here tonight. Thank you for supporting this great fundraiser. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I would like to invite Ted and Noel Singer, please, to join Dina and Ben and myself on the bima as we light the candles.
Please turn to page 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, So may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and lives. Bless all those who enter the sanctuary in need, all who bring the offering of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. And happy birthday. I'm sorry we don't have any of our world-famous certificates, but we'll try to make it up for you. And thank you for the beautiful flowers.
Thank you.
We continue on page 7. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover from it, anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished? Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat, abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and day from the grasp of frantic life. We continue together. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat, abide.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יפרח גלותי וימליך מהותי, וחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתממן ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשו בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונהמתה תמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
We continue on page 28 with the Baruch Hu. Please rise as you are able for the call to worship.
La 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 la
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv arevim, bechokma potecha sha'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, sader et hakochavim, b'mishmeratehem barakia kirtsono, bore yom v'layla, golel or mibnei hoshech, v'hoshech mibnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai tzavaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimoch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv arevim. You may be seated.
Our service continues on the bottom of page 33 as we read responsively. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Please rise for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Please be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובפלגתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, לחיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Our service continues on the top of page 39 as we read responsively. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land. that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Our service continues on the bottom of page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai, our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us, you shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporech sukkot shalom aleinu, va'al kol amo Yisrael, va'al Yerushalayim.
Shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam, Berit olam, beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti Sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat Shabbat Shabbat, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat, Shabbat vayinafash.
We continue on page 46 and rise as we are able for the tefillah portion of our worship service.
Adonai, Sefatai Tiftoch, Ufi Agi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. El Hagadol, Hagibar v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Hasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Hasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevi Geula Lifnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol atah, Rav leChoshia, Morid hatah, Mechakel Hayim bechesed, Mechaye HaKol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei holim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishene afar, Mikamocha ba'givurot, Umito melech, Melech memit, Umechaye, Umatmiya Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye ha'akol, Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, U'kdoshim b'hu yom yehalalu ha'selah, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el ha'kadosh. Thank you.
Please be seated. Our service continues at the top of page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Our worship service continues on page 57. You are with us in your prayer, our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'orecha levaracha b'yirah na'avod.
Our service continues on the top of page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ucha na'eh lehodot. Our service continues on the top of page 61 as we read together. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blessed our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, bashalom.
Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Our service continues with the Mishaberach, Prayers for Healing. You may find the words to this prayer on page 253. I invite you to share the name of a loved one during the musical interlude between the paragraphs.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We move now to the silent meditation portion of our service. And to bring you into a time of meditation and self-reflection, I offer you these words. Everybody is a story. When I was a child, people sat around kitchen tables and told their stories. We don't do that so much anymore. Sitting around the table telling stories is not just a way of passing time. It is the way the wisdom gets passed along, the stuff that helps us to live a life worth remembering. Despite the awesome powers of technology, many of us still do not live very well. We may need to listen to each other's stories once again.
Shabbat Shalom. I think I know most of you, but for those I don't, my name is Ben Green. I would like to first take a moment to say how thankful my mom and I are for being given the very generous opportunity to lead tonight's services. We are extremely honored to be able to bridge the gap during this period of transition in the Temple's spiritual leadership. So tonight's drash is going to be based on this week's Haftorah portion, which is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 1 through chapter 2, verse 3. In this excerpt, God calls Jeremiah to prophecy and assigned him the task of turning the rebellious Israelites back to the worship and following of Adonai. Jeremiah was initially apprehensive of this call and questioned the legitimacy of his ability to complete the task laid out before him. God reassured him that this was not the case, and that while Jeremiah was called to a tremendous challenge, his support would allow Jeremiah to be successful in his mission. Now, many of us may feel like Jeremiah at times. In our own lives, we may be met with challenges or faced with tasks that seem impossible to complete, situations for which we feel unprepared. This adversity oftentimes looks different for everybody. We each have our own unique struggles. In these situations, it is important to remember the lesson of Jeremiah. So long as we stay strong in our faith, we shall have the unrelenting support of Adonai. I admit it can be hard to remain faithful during these times. I know that sometimes it feels unfair that we are suffering and feels like the only thing we can do is ask God, why me? Why now? What did I do to deserve this? While I am young and my life is really just beginning, I hope to suggest a shift in mindset that has personally helped me overcome my own doubt and my own anxiety in times of uncertainty. I used to feel like the whole world was against me, that no matter what I did, bad things kept happening. I felt as though I was destined for a life of being the victim. As time passed, I realized that this was the furthest thing from the truth. Instead of feeling like what I experienced was to my detriment, I learned, as cliche as it sounds, everything happens for a reason. I learned that even though when something happened to me that was less than ideal, or even exactly what I hoped would not happen, these experiences were an important part in my growth as a person. This is by no means an excuse for me to settle for what I have, but instead a reminder to always keep working towards my goals, even when things are difficult and not going in the direction that I want. I felt especially connected to this week's Haftorah portion because Jeremiah learns the very same lesson that I have learned. While I'm not quite literally standing up to evil kings or taking on armies, I learned that Adonai is there for me in my own battles just as he was there for Jeremiah. I am not certain why it is that I experience particular challenges, but what I am certain of is that thanks to my faith in God, whatever I experience is happening for a reason. At the end of the day, I will be all the better for what I am called to do, no matter what it may be. In Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 17 through 19, God implores Jeremiah to gird up your loins. In other words, Jeremiah was to prepare himself for battle. He tells Jeremiah that he will be made into a fortified city and an iron pillar and bronze walls against the whole land, and explains to him, do not break down before them, lest I break you before them. We too can be made into a fortified city, into a bronze wall, to stand strong against the challenges in our lives. We must stay true in our faith to Adonai, for when we are faithful, nothing shall overcome us. God concludes Jeremiah's call to action with a promise that is frightening, but even more so, it is comforting. They will attack you, but they shall not overcome you, for I am with you, declares Adonai, to save you. Despite the hardships of life and the challenges to which we will someday be called, staying strong in the face of adversity is when we are supported the most by God. I know that He is with me no matter what, and that everything I experience happens for a reason. Since adopting this mindset in my life, I've learned how to thrive even when things just don't quite seem to be going my way. I know that I will experience setbacks and that I won't always get what I want, but with faith and determination and just a little bit of madness, I will always be successful, even if I don't know what that looks like right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben, for your inspiring words. I would also like to thank Dina for sharing with us her gift of song tonight. And as always, thank you to Dr. Ray Irwin for blessing us with your musicality. It's never the same without you. It's also the first of the month, so if you are celebrating a birthday or an anniversary in the month of July, if you could please join us on the Bima.
Yes, you don't forget to include yourself.
No, I won't.
Okay, I shall pass you the mic, and you may tell us what you're celebrating.
I'm David Youngman. I am the immediate past president of Temple Beth Ohr, and I am celebrating on the 14th my 61st birthday.
And I'm Noelle Singer, and on July 10th, I'm celebrating my 73rd birthday.
I'm Jody Green. On July 9, on Sunday, I will be celebrating my 48th birthday.
I'm Ellie Ursus, and I've got two things. On July 14th, no, it's the 15th. That was yours on the 14th. I'll be celebrating my 91st birthday. And on June 25th, my great-grandson, Evander, I got to pronounce that name right, Evander was born. He is my 5th great-grandchild, and I was told that's it.
Well, I think that deserves a Shehechiana, don't you? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Amen. Happy birthdays to all of you. Don't let them sit down. Don't let them sit down.
Our service continues with the Aleinu in the middle of page 282. Please rise as you are able for the adoration.
משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Our thoughts now turn to those who live on in our hearts and memories. The word to our Kaddish can be found on page 294.
This week, we are observing the Shiva Shloshim period for Jack Pivo, uncle of Cher Kritchmar. In addition, the following people are being observed for their yahrzeit: David L. Kessler, Ida Horowitz Spanner, Ted L. Robinson, Aaron Kaplan, Regina Palmer, Louis Schreier, Ben Bernstein, William Mailberg, Elsie B. Bornstein, Ruth Haber Gold, Jerome Chudnoff, Barbara Tassone, Belle Friedman, Fanny Cohen, Rose Post, Nellie Gak Demarkovich, Alex R. Palmer, Enid Schindel, Jenny Levine, and we observe the Kaddish period for Mary Lewis, Joel Lowenstein, Arthur Krieger, Maria Paulus Osborne, Ellen Hope Tews, Martin Becker, Nahama Fragoso, Allegra Gordon, Cyrus Chatty, May Salinger, Sally Kravitz, Myron Crystal, Molly Abraham, Phyllis Royce, Barbara Milton, Sandy Zwern, David Blochtine, Robbie Bush, and Rita Manning. If there's someone whom you are remembering and would like to include before we recite the Kaddish, please share that name at this time. In addition, we acknowledge the sacrifices of the men and women of our armed forces who gave their lives for our country, and those who have given their lives for our safety here at home, members of our police, firefighters, and other first responders, and the members of the IDF who have given their lives in defense of Israel. Zichronam livracha, may their memories always be a blessing. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma dibra chirutei v'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon u'vyomechon u'vchaye d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba min umei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalel v'yitalal. Shemei d'kudasha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May all of us who mourn and all of us who are bereaved, may we find through God's presence comfort, hope, and shalom, peace.
Our closing song will be America the Beautiful in observance of Independence Day. We do indeed have a beautiful country. Sometimes we forget just how beautiful it is. Physically, spiritually, we may not have lived up to all our potential, but I think that we can. We will sing verses 1 and verse 7 if you have your book. And also in the spirit of Mutual Admiration Society, I'd like to thank Jody and Ben for joining me on the Bima tonight. It really was a pleasure to work with you. we are going to be having the Oneg in the social hall. We will be doing the Kiddush and the Motzi in the social hall. So please wait for me to get in there before you start imbibing. Oh, beautiful for spacious God, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriotry that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining us tonight, here and on YouTube. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.